have an AED on site for all games and practices. I'm Dr. David Geyer, orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist, and I provide education, information, and commentary on all sorts of sports and exercise, injuries and injury treatments and injury prevention for athletes and active people, probably much like yourself, so that you can stay healthy and perform your best. I heard this awful story recently, and I don't mean to kind of depress you, but I feel like it's important to this discussion. I was reading this article online about a high school baseball catcher, I think in New Jersey, but it's somewhere up north, and they had just started practice. His dad had just dropped him off for practice, and he was basically hit in the chest with a pitch, collapsed a few seconds later. The ambulance got there, they took him to a local hospital, but he died within minutes. And it was devastating because the son had just been dropped off by his dad, who was just heartbroken. Again, he had just dropped him off in practice, and 30, 45 minutes later, he was dead. Now, what probably happened is an event called commotio cordis, and it's actually not all that uncommon in sports where there's projectiles, things like hockey pucks and balls. So baseball, hockey, lacrosse, where basically a ball or a hockey puck hits you in a chest. Chest protectors don't seem to make a big difference, but the ball or hockey puck hits in a very specific part of the heart cycle. That's why it's not that common. It has to hit in the right spot and at the exact right point of the heart's electrical rhythm, and it stops the heart. Or it goes into this frenzied electrical activity, and basically the kid collapses and dies within minutes. Almost always calling EMS, having the paramedics take them to a hospital, it doesn't work. They're already dead by the time they get to the hospital. The only thing we know, because the survivorship of this is 8, 9, 10%, the only thing that seems to improve that a little bit is immediate use of an AED, what we call an automated external defibrillator. Crucially important because anywhere that you play sports, anywhere that you practice, anywhere there's large numbers of competitors and spectators, you want to have an AED. We see them in doctors' offices all the time. If there's going to be police at your event, they may have them in the car. But you need to have one nearby in case something like that happens to a young athlete. And it may not just be getting hit with a ball. There's lots of reasons you can have sudden cardiac death. Things like hypertrophic cardiomyopathy and some of the abnormal heart rhythms, the arrhythmias, that can happen as well. And the AEDs can help with collapse and sudden cardiac arrest from any of those causes. Now, there's a couple keys to that. One, they're very expensive. And so I know that $500, $1,000, $2,000 can be a lot for a youth sports league to ask. So maybe you hold a fundraiser and try to raise money to have one, and it's not just good then you have it basically for years to come. Or maybe you partner with a hospital and the hospital can buy you one or provide you one at cost. Or maybe you partner with the hospital's sports medicine program and their athletic trainers can bring an AED to practices and games. I think all of that, again, is critically important. But you also want to know where it is. It doesn't do you any good if the AED is in a clubhouse somewhere and the practice is a quarter-mile away. You won't be able to get to it fast enough. You want to make sure that the AED is charged, that the batteries are charged, so that you can basically use it when you need to. That would be the worst thing to find out. Some kid collapses and then you go to use the AED and the batteries are dead. And then you want to know how to use it. These are basically pretty self-explanatory. It shows you where to put the leads, it talks you through when to do what, but it's still a good idea to know how to do it. Athletic trainers certainly know how to do it, but you may not have it if it's at the youth sports level. You may not have athletic trainers there. So, having the coaches know how to use it, maybe a few parents know how to use it, I think can be critically important as well. We need AEDs in sports, and wherever there's games and practices, we need to know where they are and how to use them. Critically important because we can save kids' lives with AEDs. Okay, does your sports team, sports league have an AED? And do you know where it is? And does someone know how to use it? Or, have you tried to get an AED and you have advice on other teams and other leagues, how they can get an AED? Or have you struggled getting one for your team. I would love to hear your thoughts, your experiences, your advice. So below this video, leave your comments. I think that it would help other people involved in sports, know what to do, where to get one, what advice you did, or you could ask questions about how to do that. And this is a critically important message. We need AEDs at sports facilities. So please share this video. I want to let anybody, so if you know people whose kids play sports, please share this video. I want as many people to not only know about this, but raise awareness and ask questions of their coaches, of their athletic directors, so that potentially they can get an AED. Now, if you like videos like this and you want more information on sports and exercise injuries and injury treatments and injury prevention, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I record a couple of these videos every single week, and I'd love to deliver those directly to you. And finally, it's not just videos. I record write written and record audio content, and I share those plus videos like these with my email list completely for free. They're on all sorts of ways to stay healthy and perform your best. So go to my website, drdavidgeyer.com. There's a link below this video, and you can click on it, enter your first name, enter your email address, and I'll deliver those a couple of times a week directly to you. Thank you for watching. Again, please share this video. It's so important that we have AEDs wherever kids are playing sports. And I look forward to sharing more injury prevention information in our next videos. Thank you for watching.